while I call Chris Hansen. Y'all can bomb because I'm busy enhancing. If you ain't trying to work, step aside, let your mans in. Keep that energy when you see us in mansions.
Watch out for enemies, they stick in their hands in. And build like assemblies, the team is expanding. They lost in your memory, essentially stand-ins. Corrupt by the money, only focused on branding. I flip flows you can't imagine. Fuck rapping, I really walk around with the camera.
Shameless plug to Woodrow. I feel the music while I hear the music. Alright, so like this. Shameless plug to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Shameless plug to Thrill of the Fight 2. I gotta give a shameless plug. I gotta give a shameless plug to Now That's TV, because Zeus, I don't know what y'all doing over there. Maybe y'all just on hiatus and letting somebody take over. You guys had a 4-year head start. They studied you for 4 years maybe, and just like, you know what, I can do it a little better than this, and I get that. You guys should collaborate. Oh, this project is called Philahill. It's produced by Hilltop Productions.
Motherfuckers wanna grab it, but you can't have it. We back at it like an addict with a bad habit. So who the fuck is on deck when you need the static? I stay spaced out like I'm ripping diamond fabric. This shit'll make a fucking backflip, laughing and pointing at your crew for spitting whack shit. It's Phil and C, so time for action. Never watching how I speak, so mutant, read the fucking captions. You silly bitches are done now, cause Philly doesn't give a fuck, so run and tell that, pal. We got bars out the ass cap. BMI sends me royalties and I cash that. I like my pockets fat and not flat. That's word to AG, so can I get a soul class? Yeah.
1998 was my DJ Quick era. Born in Queens, New York, raised in Queens and New Jersey, currently in Florida, involved in hip-hop 25 plus years. Pissing in the wind, authenticity doesn't sell. It's all about gimmicks, promo, and who you know.
Just so you know, Phil is a profession. Out rhyme the bestie. In time the dust will settle.
It is a war on real hip hop, at least sample hip hop, because they don't like that. They do whatever they can to stop anything that has samples in it. They don't release that. AI, we can talk about AI on another day, unless you want to talk about that, because it's just, there's a lot of stuff with that one, and I'm not even hating on it. That is where the debate comes into play. So if you want to hear my opinion on that, bring me on your show.
Supreme, what up? Sharpen my pencil with the blade, only using what God gave. Till I'm in the shallow grave, I'll scribble on my last page. Spit wisdom and burn sage. Pull the curtains back, see the world is a stage.
In the studio basement, and little mini speakers in the wall, but money in the studio basement, because that's really what it is. There is money in this industry, but it's like, it's kind of tricky to get, and you kind of finesse a little bit. But the thing about this industry, to make money, you need the people. The people have to like you as a person first. If they don't like you, they're not going to just tap into your music, because and you got to blame politics on this, to be honest with you. They're not going to tap into your music. You won't get paid off your music until they like you. And if they like you, then they're going to put your music, like specifically for the publishing. If they like you as a person, that's one. Two, if they like your song, that's the harmony. And once you get those two connected, then they'll put your music in their post if it's relevant. Sometimes they don't even need that. If the song is that good and it's relevant to whatever they're posting, then boom, that's gonna work. But at the end of the day, it's about relationships. They gotta like you first, and then they tap into your music. And then once they put your music into post on social media, that's where the publishing money comes every 4 months. Yeah, every 4 months.
If it's Phil G and drastic, it's dope on plastic. HTTP/get blasted. All up in your ass, get smashed with the classic. Flip it with the facts to get back with this rap shit. They can't hack it with what they lacking. Bars are in the bracket, crooked eyes straight.
I dig that one too, man. I dig that one too. These are, I can't say they're bangers. They're not bangers, but I mean, it's like it's good. It's good hip hop in my opinion. It's good hip hop. You know, it's like that chicken noodle soup, vegetable soup, beef vegetable soup, vegetable beef soup from Denny's. All right.
Really rap is a piss. Feel me slapping, nigga happen till you get in the gist. Feeling seeks of this shit. We maneuver through the sewer, keep it funky than arm.
Phil G, I like how you mentioned the BMI thing. That's what I want. I feel like that's one of my purposes, just getting people's live and be like, hey, you know about BMI publishing? Register this. Live shows, when you go to a live show, make sure you register that song, register that set list that you did, come back home, register that show that you did, and then on to the next one. Just make sure you know that. Just make sure you got that BMI, IPI, and you're publishing TuneCore or Song Trust, etc., etc., etc. Like, I like that when people do that, because a lot of people right now it's like, oh, music sucks and there's no money in music, and it's like, yeah, there really isn't. It's not like it was. It's not like, oh, you just release an album and all of a sudden you're rich. Never worked like that. It only worked like that for Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, who else? Drake. Everybody who actually had a big record label machine pushing them and doing everything for them, and then making them in your face all the time for years. They had tours for years. They had all these things, all this marketing promotion in your face for years to make it to where like you automatically recognize them. Like, if you're just a regular artist, you can't be like, hey, I released the album and not do nothing and expect like all these accolades. I don't even expect that. And I release like 2 albums a year. So it's not even like that. If you're still thinking that way, you're not going to be happy in this industry. You have to love it, to be honest with you. If you don't love it, then you got to figure out and do something that you like and love. You're really, really, really doing it. There's a lot of money going out, and that's where those record labels be like, okay, they put all this money into you, and like, we got to get that back. We got to get that back. That's where those 360s come into play, or that's where it comes into play where like all this promotion and marketing happens, and you end up with a RAV4.
Chip on his shoulder weighs a half a ton, still enough to black the moon and black hole out the sun. Just out of tune, I'm tilting.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to mention that in the previous track that I heard something like the vocals seemed off in the end, just like slightly like. And I know this because this is like kind of like I don't want to say a trauma, but this is like a situation that happened where I'm like, I sent the vocals and they were on point, but when the person put them in the session, they slightly just a little tick and it was off, and I can hear it, and it was just like killing me. Anyway, back to this track.
All my life they turned they back on dude. Never right they wrongs, but look at me like I'm supposed to. Or give a flying fuck about your crew. All I have is me, literally. I have nothing left to lose. You should be grateful how I keep my cool. I rarely charge a fee. I put in work and stuff like I don't have a clue. This shit is stupid, dude. Still my bars tend to hit you harder than 100 proof. Rest in peace to my brother, father, and mother. Why the fuck I'm still here? I'm too tired to wonder. I'm abnormal to all others. Rarely do perform quiet storm. I incite thunder.
You should have started the second verse as the first verse, because that is something that like there's a small community of people, unfortunately, that can relate to that. Not having that family and being the lone star warrior, like that's something you should have put the first. You should push that. If you do a post, you should push that part. Like, make your post, whatever applies to that, and start it at the second verse so it says that. I will wait for the next project. I was expecting to hear Seeks on there at least once. But at the same time, the mixing is something I couldn't get past. And I might be wrong. Maybe the mixing is top notch, and maybe just the road, shameless plug to road, maybe they're not transferring it correctly. Maybe the frequencies are not getting through, but I just didn't feel the mixing just to be like, just hit me in the face like perfect. Like, damn, this is solid. It was a good project though. Worth the money. I always pay more than the artists ask for. All right, and on that note, till next time.